Hi, my name's Adrian. I'm the owner of the Converted van company, and today I'm going to show you this van that, guess what, we converted. Come take a look. This van is built on a Sprinter 144 diesel, the 4x4 version, and it's a pretty minimal layout that we've gone for this time. The customer wanted a really simple build, the ability to take some passengers, have a couple of cold drinks, bed platform, a space to store some bikes, and that was really the brief, and this is what we came up with. Starting with the basics, on the floor we've got a 1/2 inch plywood floor with the Lon Seal marine grade vinyl on the top, and then the wall panels, all upholstered in-house. These are plywood panels wrapped with marathon tweed fabric, and that's on the walls and on the ceiling. We went for 2 different colors just to have a bit of contrast. We've got 8 puck lights in the ceiling, accessible here on the side of the galley. 2 different banks with dimmer switches, so you can have, different areas with different lighting. So on the passenger side of the van here, we have the Flatline Vanco kitchen galley unit. This is the 24-inch galley, and it fits perfectly right here in front of the door. The construction is a powder-coated aluminum frame with a bamboo countertop. The combination of those two make it really sturdy. No rattles, which is super important in a van when you're driving. And all the hardware is really premium. So the drawer slides, the catches, they're all super sturdy and something that we stand behind, and it's why we use their products in our builds. Down below here we have an Engel cooler. It's the SB70 model. It's a marine style fridge. Opens just like a regular fridge. Has a small freezer compartment. Again, a really solid product, and the reason we picked that for our builds is just, again, build quality, and it will stand the test of time. And because it's a 12-volt fridge designed for marine applications, it draws a low amount of power, so you can keep going for days on end. Moving over to the driver's side of the van, the first thing you see when you open the slider door is this contraption right here. And this is a fold-away seat. So this is the Friedman Seating Company, or FMS, Easy Go fold-away seat. Originally designed to go in like buses, transit vehicles, mobility vehicles, but actually works really well in a van. Now we take the time with all of our seat installs to really make sure that the products are installed correctly. If you don't get this right, you can run into problems down the road with safety. We took the time here to really make sure it was bolted directly to the frame rail of the van and reinforced underneath. So these are not like DIY products. These are things that you have to really spend the time to make sure that they're installed safely, and that's something that we do here at Converted Vanco. So yeah, this seat is really great. As you can see, it folds up out of the way, increases the floor space, because you don't necessarily need to have passenger seats there the whole time. So folding it up out the way is a nice way to increase the floor space and have a bit more access through the middle of the van. Moving back, just behind that seat, this is a custom box that we created. It serves 2 purposes. One is low-level storage. You can put backpacks in there, you could put water containers in there, kind of anything you want. It's just a chest basically. Also to that, we built it specifically to fit the Dometic 970 series portable toilet. So in one side of the box, you'll see there's a toilet. It's just a porta potty, chemical toilet. So you take the unit out to dispose of the waste, but it sits in there really nicely. Again, great if you're going for a bit of an extended trip and you want to have access to a toilet. And then moving into the back of the van, we have this bed platform. This again is a Flatline Vanco product. Super sturdy. It's a powder coated aluminum frame. Again, no rattles, really sturdy. Yeah, great product. And then we top that with this mattress, which is another. I'm just going to keep saying Flatline Vanco because you can see a lot of their products in here. This this mattress comes from them, and it's designed to fit with their bed system. So you have a huge bed, 65 inches by the entire width of the van, which is about 65 as well. So yeah, that's the bed platform. And then up top here, you can see the matching cabinet. Looks the same as the galley unit. So it's a powder coated aluminum frame with a bamboo door, premium hardware, catches, soft close, and a nice sturdy latch. Keep your stuff safe while you're traveling. Looking up at the roof, right here, just sort of over the kitchen area, is a Max Air fan. very common these days. It's almost like, you know, if you don't have one of these, you know, are you even converting a van? Great product. It, you know, sucks air in as well as blows air out. Great product. We use them all the time. So at the back here we have the Dometic RTX 2000 rooftop AC unit. It's a 12 volt AC unit, which means you don't have to run an inverter, you don't have to be on shore power to use it. And with the electrical system that we have under the bed, this thing can run for 24 hours straight without needing to be plugged in. And believe me, it gets chilly. I was testing it the other day and it blows really cold. It's a great product. So if we move into the back of the van, I can talk to you about the electrical system. Here we are in the back of the van. There's lots of cool things going on here. Firstly, you'll see on this side of the van there's a big cabinet that stretches basically from the back of the galley all the way to the back of the van. We kept it slim so it doesn't encroach on the floor too much. And inside this box is the entire electrical system. So a quick rundown of that is we have three 105 amp hour lithium batteries for a total of 315 amp hours, and they're stacked vertically here. Right on the outside of the box is just a master kill switch. So this switch will disengage the battery, so if you're leaving the van for any length of time, really easy, you can just turn the entire system off right here. In addition to that, there are three ways of charging this van. One is you've got the inverter charger, which is a Victron MultiPlus 2 3000, serviced by a 125 volt 30 amp inlet on the outside of the van, so you can plug into shore power. That's sort of the quickest way to charge up your van, is literally just plug it in. The second way to charge it is the DC to DC charger. That's the Orion smart charger that takes the power from the front of the van, so when you're driving it has a 30 amp charge and will charge up the batteries like that. And then the third way is solar panels. So we have two 100 amp hour energy panels up on the roof rack that are brought down into here and go through an MPPT charge controller, again by Victron, which can charge up the system as well. And of course, all the other kind of little gadgets and stuff that you'd need in there to keep your system safe. So we've got a BMV 712 battery monitor, which connects to your phone so you can see what the batteries are doing at any time. And then of course, like fuses, distribution bars, like all the wiring and fuses and breakers and all the safety stuff. That's all housed inside this box. We matched the floor to the side here so that if you're bringing bikes in and out of here, you're not going to scratch the side of this. So nice and tough. And then a couple of other things to point out while we're in the back of the van. In the floor here, we recessed this little piece of L-track. This is well, firstly, with these little clip-in D-rings, it means that you can secure luggage, but you can also get a fork mount for a bike. So if you were to take the front wheel off a bike and put it in here, the front forks would attach down to this floor track right here. Yeah, and because the Flatline Vanco bed is awesome, they have these you can put these clips up at the side as well, so you could hang stuff underneath the bed. If you had like a surfboard or something, you could slide it under here and hang it with bungee straps. Yeah, that's about it. Let's talk about what's on the outside and then we'll wrap this up. Okay, so on the exterior of the van, there's a bunch of cool products. Very common these days is this thing at the back here, which is the Alvan's rear ladder tire carrier combo. So it provides a great space to access the roof of the van. You've got these little pegs here that you can kind of climb up and access the roof rack. It's all really well constructed, aluminum, black powder coated, premium product. On the tire carrier here, you'll see we've got the black Rhino wheels. Wrapped around that is the BF Goodrich KO2 tires, which we find to be a really good balance between, you know, road noise and all traction capabilities in mud and snow. They're really popular for these upfitted sprinters. On the top of the van, we have the Flatline Vanco roof rack. It's the low pro model, so it kind of slopes in a little bit and keeps the profile of the van really tight and sharp. And then of course we've got the two things that we installed, which is the rooftop AC unit and the Max Air fan. They're just chilling up there. That roof rack is amazing for a number of reasons, mostly that it's kind of modular. So once you put it up there, if you decide one day that you want to add an accessory, you can move the bars back and forward to adjust. If you wanted to put kayaks up there, you could. If you wanted to add like a 4G range extender, you could just bolt that straight in there. So the fact that they're modular means that they're like a perfect fit for what we do. and yeah, we highly recommend those. So let's move to the front of the van and we can talk about what's up there, and let's wrap this up. All right, it seems like these days no van is complete without like a really mean looking front end. So right here we've got the CA tuned hammerhead bumper, which is awesome because it kind of looks factory. Other bumpers I've seen, they're kind of big and bulky. This thing is like a really great balance between function and design, I think. Right behind it, sat tucked away in here, is a 12,000 pound Smithy built winch. That thing will get you out of pretty sticky situations. And then of course, up front here, we've got the Baja Designs LP9 lights. These things are awesome. Yeah, nighttime driving down dirt roads, these things are gonna light up the whole vista for you. That's kind of it for this van. So like I said, it's kind of a minimal build, but really great products, really solid, and I think the customer's gonna be stoked.